This all began December 29th of 2021 when I lost my high school sweetheart. I knew I had to take care of the house, and amongst other things I had to take care of as soon as possible. But the house was the priority, and so I looked up a probate lawyer, and in time he introduced me to Josh, who is a probate realtor. One of my fears was not selling the house in time before the housing slowed down. I didn't know when it was going to happen, and Josh didn't know when it was going to happen, but we both sort of kind of had a feeling it was going to be sometime soon, and that we had to take care of the house as soon as possible. And that led to Josh bringing in interested buyers and informing me either through text messages, personal phone calls, voicemails, and emails telling me of updates of buyers. And then it came down to one point where he did say, I recommend we do take this offer. That was one of my fears of not knowing when to pull the trigger. Josh was there. He knew when it was time that we should accept the offer. He was starting to see signs that the housing market was starting to slow down. Not completely. At that time, he said it seemed like it was starting to slow down. And he was right. Right after we sold the house, the housing market went down. I found Josh through the probate lawyer, Mr. Gold. He introduced me to Josh when it was time to sell the house. And Josh showed up within a couple of days, and he was very informative and very knowledgeable of the housing market. And he answered all my questions and even answered questions that I didn't even bring up. I knew it was going to work out with Josh as soon as he started answering my questions. Right off the bat, he was answering my questions. There was no dancing around the question. He answered straightforward, and that's what gave me faith. And also that he answered questions that I didn't ask. He was pointing at other issues that needed to be dealt with during the probate sale of the house. And very informative probate realtor. Josh handled the process very professionally. He knows what he's doing. He knows the ins and outs of the real estate market. He was very sympathetic of my situation, and he would check up on me every once in a while to make sure everything was going okay, and if I ever needed anything. He was there for a few of the times that things just seemed kind of a mess for me, but he was reassuring me that the house is going to be taken care of. As a probate realtor, I would recommend him because Josh is very informative. He knows what he's doing, and I would recommend him to anybody who needs a probate realtor.